Today we're going to be looking at the website for high-tech auto body and towing, and I'll show you how to make edits to most of the basic content on the website. So to start, you're going to go to your URL and you'll type in /WP admin. And if you enter, it'll bring you to a login page, and after you log in, it'll bring you to the dashboard, which looks like this. The dashboard's just sort of the login page, so it doesn't really have a bunch of useful content. You can look at certain things here, like the news and those sort of things. But in this video, we're going to be going down this left sidebar here, and I'll be showing you all of the relevant information to editing the content on your site. First thing that might draw your eyes is going to be the Updates tab here. If you click on that, it'll show you all the updates that are available for all of your plugins and all of your themes, those sort of things. You don't really ever have to worry about this because we update all of your plugins at least every few days, depending on if they are compatible with your current WordPress version and all of that. You can totally feel free to just select all and update them, though, if you want to. It doesn't hurt anything sometimes. And then it'll show you if it did or did not work. With these two specific ones, it says an error occurred, so yeah, it's whatever. We will mess with that later on our end. Next thing down on the sidebar that you will be interested in is probably your accordion. Your accordion, you currently only have one, and it's for your FAQs. You can open that up, and you'll see here. Actually, you don't use an accordion, so sorry about that. But if you ever want to use one for FAQs or something like that, just let us know and we can totally show you how to use it. Next thing down on the sidebar is media. Media is going to be where all of the photos, videos, PDFs, those sort of things are going to be stored on your site. You can see them all in this grid view, or you can click here to look at them in a list view. The list view is useful for seeing the dates that they're uploaded and for seeing the titles of the images. You can filter the images by clicking on these different drop-down menus up here. Currently it's, I believe, 20 images per page, and you have 8 pages. You can click screen options and then change the number of items on your page if you want to see more. If you want to add media items, you can click Add New. Then it'll bring you to this Upload New Media page, and you can drag and drop here, or you can just click and select files. A lot of the time you'll be doing this directly into the pages that you're creating, which I will show you later, so this is one option to do it, but there are more. Next thing down on the sidebar is Forms. Forms is going to be all of the forms on your website. And so you have quite a lot because we have different forms going to different people because you have different people for different parts of your business. For any of the specific forms, so I remember I actually made these, so all of these ones that have contact, these actually have the exact same content on them. They just have different pages for which they're on. That way they could be sent to different people. If you ever want to change some of the fields on a form, though, let's check out like the appointment form real quick. So you have name, phone number, email, date, and time. If you ever want to change this, you can click on that little caret to expand it, and then you can click on where you want to change it. So here you can change the field label and type whatever you want in there. You can make it required or not using these check boxes. You can change the placeholder here by going to the Appearance tab and clicking Placeholder. So you can, do things like that. Those are the main two things that you will want to be changing there. Most of this other stuff can get pretty complicated. In order to delete a field, you just click X here and it'll delete it. If you want to add a new field, you can find whatever field you want over here to the right in the Standard Fields box or the Advanced Fields box here, and then you can just click it and drag it over. It'll add it. If you ever update any of these and they don't look as good as you want them to, just let us know and we can totally help you fix that up. And then whenever you're done updating it, just click the update button here and then we'll finalize all the edits you've made. Next thing down here on the side, pages. Pages is going to be where most of your website is information is stored. Every different page on your website is going to be stored via pages. And my internet's being slow, so sorry for the delay. So here you can see you have your front page, your home page, and then all of your other pages here listed out as well. Let's click on your home page just to show you an example. So usually whenever I'm editing a page on a website, I'll click Preview Changes here, and then it'll open up a preview of the current tab up here. And so then you're going to be able to have this, and then you can come over here and see what you're editing here, just in case you want to see, edits as you make them. So for example, I can come down here. We have Lake of the Ozarks Premier Repair Center. This is where your buttons are right now. You can type in different things here if you want. So if you ever want to make any text changes, you just type directly into this box. It's pretty similar to like Microsoft Word or something like that. And just to make sure that these changes aren't live on your website, you can always click Preview Changes like I did before, and it'll update this tab for you. And so you can see here, it says hello. And so this is just a nice way to preview content without having it actually appear on your site. If you ever want to add media, I mentioned there's a different way to add it. You can click Add Media, and you can upload files that you want here. Or you can just click a media item that's already in your library, and you click Insert into Page, and then it'll insert into the page. You can choose if you want it to align left, center, right, or have no alignment with those buttons. You can change the size of it here. If you click on it and then click the Edit button, this is where you can do that. You can also change the alignment here as well. Then if you click Update, you can see it's much larger now. You can also change the alignment of the text using these buttons up here. You can make block quotes, you can make numbered lists, bulleted lists, make something italics. You have to highlight it to do that. And you can preview those changes as well by just clicking Preview. So there's your car. Another important thing, let's get rid of this stuff, and then preview the changes to make sure it looks how it used to, even though these aren't even live. It doesn't, so it's fine. Let's go down here. So I'll show you how to make links real quick. Let's see. You can type in, click here. And then if you highlight it, and then you insert and edit link, this little thing here, it'll open up this, and let's say you want it to go to google.com. You can type in that URL, hit apply, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Scroll down here, click here. Look at that. Google.com right there. To make it open in a new tab automatically, you have to click Edit, click on the link options, and then click Open Link in New Tab, and then update that. If you want it to look like a button, you simply click on the link and highlight it, format, and then click Button. And then we can preview that as well. And you'll see it looks like a little button now, which doesn't look perfect because it's a dark button on a dark background right now, but if you ever want to add something like that and it doesn't look perfect, be sure to just let us know and we can totally help you out with that. And once again, I like to just preview changes before I ever update anything just to make sure that it looks alright. But once you are sure that it looks how you want it to, make sure you do click update, that way the changes stay. And those are the basics of how to use pages. For example, on this, one more thing, you can click background and you can change the background image that we currently have set, and you can change the background color as well. That's how we get this effect here, to where there's a background image with the blue overlay. It's through background color with background image. But moving on down the sidebar, the next thing is testimonials. Testimonials are going to be everything in your little testimonial rotator here that changes every few seconds. If you ever have any new testimonials that you want to add to it, you can simply click Add New. Put in the person's name here. Let's say old Bob filled out a testimonial. Then you can type in what they wrote here. And then scroll down here. Attach to rotator, click Main Page. Put Bob's name here as well and author information. And then click Publish. And then if you do that, it'll add itself to this rotator and add itself to the rotation of there. If you ever want to edit which testimonials are in that rotator, click here to all rotators, click your main page, and then here, let's see, you can go to all these testimonials, and if you click quick edit, no, actually, sorry, you have to actually click on the testimonial. It'll open it up, and then you just go down here and uncheck it, and then update it, and then it won't appear on that testimonial rotator anymore. Next thing down on the side is cars. This is some new functionality that we added to your website in order to make it so you guys can have your car sales on your website. If you click on vehicle sales, it'll bring you to this page. This page is no longer under construction as of this video, I believe. And so here we're going to have listed all the cars that you have for sale. For example, we have this 2012 Chevy Cruze all the way filled out. And so if you click details, it'll bring you to this page, which has the car. It'll have a little gallery here for you that you can look through. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see all of your car details, and then as well as all your mileage, drive type, engine, transmission, etc., etc. And then your price up here, of course. And so you can see that by clicking on any of these. It's a pretty simple form here. So you just type in the car, type in the year, whatever info you want in the description here, and then fill out any sort of relevant information. For example, this obviously doesn't have a bed link, so we left it blank, and since you leave it blank, it doesn't appear here. And so if anything is ever missing information, or you don't have it, or for some reason you just don't want to fill it out, if you ever just don't fill in one of these fields, then it won't appear on the front end here. But you do that, and then down in additional images, click add file, and then add every image that you want to appear in this gallery. And then make sure you add an image over here for featured image as well. And the featured image will be the big one that appears here, and it will also be the image that appears on this page. If you ever don't want one of these cars to appear over there, just click quick edit and you can change it to a draft. Or if you want it to be completely deleted off your website, you can trash it. If you ever want to reorder these, just click reorder, and then you can click and drag them into whatever order you want them to be. Like if we put the Chevy Cruze up top, click update, and then you can come here and refresh this page. You'll see the Chevy Cruze is now up top. Next thing down on the sidebar here is going to be appearance, widgets. Your widgets are going to be everything at the top and bottom of your website, the way that we build them. So these numbers and button will be a widget, this will be a widget, and then your menu will be a widget. And then if you scroll down, everything from here down is a widget as well. So if you ever want to change your logo, see we have a couple on here because you have a different logo for auto body and towing and truck parts. If you ever get a new logo, you can choose an image here, update it. If you ever change your address or something like that, you can come down here to your visual editor, change your address, your phone number, that sort of stuff. Those are the basics there. For your menu, if you click on menu over here under appearance, you can add new pages that you create by clicking the checkbox here and clicking add to menu. Then you can drag and drop them here wherever you want them to appear in the menu, and they will update on the front end here after you save menu. You can also change the name of different things without changing the name of the actual page. So if you just want to say, you know, like parts, you can do that, and it'll change the way that it looks. Next thing down on the sidebar, last thing we're going to look at is slider revolution. You have a couple sliders on your website right now. The main one is going to be right here. It rotates through some images, loads in some text, and has a button. You also have a couple here, let's see, on the towing page. This rotates through some images. If you ever want to update what those are, you can come here. We have them labeled home for your home page, towing for your towing page, and collision repair for your collision repair page. And so if you ever want to edit the images, just click on whatever slider you want to edit. It opens up here. Here you can see your slides. If you hover over them, you can see slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, and those are the images that you have. If you ever want to delete one, just hover over whichever one you want to delete and click the trash can. If you ever want to add a new one, you can click here, add blank slide, and then it will add a 4th slide, as you can see, which we're on now. And then click background, image, and then choose an image from your media library here. And then you can click something, insert it, and then it'll add it here. It's not live on the site yet. Once you click save, it will be. And then this will be added to your towing page, since that is the slider that we're on. You can also reorder the slides by clicking here and just dragging them in whatever order you want them to be in. And that's basically how to add slides. And once you're done, make sure you save, and you can click back, and then it'll bring you back to the normal looking website here. Those are all the basics. That covers basically everything. Thanks for listening to the video, and yeah, if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. We look forward to helping you again, and we are excited to see your site grow.